guys, it's Brooklyn and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. So I know these twists are looking real busted right now, and the reason for that is just because I just washed my hair and I threw them into these twists so that my hair would stay detangled. So don't start coming for me yet because we're about to fix this. Alright? Okay. So for the past like 2 months, I've been wearing a lot of protective hairstyles, and the main hairstyle I do is mini twist. So today I'm going to be showing y'all how I do my mini twist. So I start on freshly washed and detangled hair, and I wash, deep conditioned, did all of that, and this is how my hair is now. Usually when I do my mini twist, I start with like my wet hair. I don't let it dry like this. And when you start with your wet hair, then your twist will have more shrinkage to them. But if you start with dry hair and where it's a bit more stretched, then your twist will be a little bit longer. So I decided to switch things up and start with dry hair instead of wet hair, but I know the results will be basically the same, just like a little bit of length difference. So my hair does have a little bit of product in it right now, so it's not completely dry. I just have this leave-in conditioner right here in my hair. It's by the brand OK. It's a Jamaican black castor oil leave-in conditioner, and this was also in my curly hair routine video, so you guys know how this works in my hair. And then I have all my hair in just these really loose twists, and my hair is completely detangled and dry. Now we can start the twists. Okay, so I have a scrunchie right here, and I'm just gonna tie the rest of these twists back while I start working on this first little section. I'm just gonna unravel this twist. The sections that these twists are in are no specific size. I personally don't care too much about the parting of my twists. If you guys do care about your parting, then you can definitely use a rat tail comb and make your parts nice and clean. So this is what the hair is looking like now, and it's pretty dry. It's a little damp at the roots, but that doesn't really matter because, like I said, you can do this on damp or wet hair if you wanted to. So the next product you want to apply is like a thicker cream or twisting butter or something that will just really keep your hair moisturized while it's in the twist. Since my hair is stretched, I don't want to use a water-based product because using a water-based product will just add like water back to my hair and make it shrink back up. But if you're not working with stretched hair, you can use whatever product you wish. So since I don't want something water-based, I'm going to be using this whipped shea butter, and I made this myself, and I know it doesn't have any water in it, so I'm just going to take some of it and kind of like... Actually, let me not do that. I'm gonna rub it through this entire section. The way I make my whipped shea butter, I add a lot of oils and stuff to it. It's more sealing than like moisturizing, but it'll keep all the moisture into my hair. And that's another reason why I add leave-in conditioner before, since that's more of a sealant. The leave-in conditioner is gonna be actually what moisturized my hair. So now that I have this section moisturized, I'm gonna just take a portion of it. I'm not really specific when it comes to the sizing, so I'll just take this much out of the section and I'll pin the rest up. And now that we have this section ready, I'm just gonna start twisting it. And you want to make sure your hair is super detangled when you're doing this. It'll just make the process so much more difficult if your hair isn't detangled. So I like to make the twists tight at the roots because that just ensures that they're gonna stay in place and not unravel at all. I just do a simple 2-strand twist down the entire piece of hair. As you can see, I'm just keeping the hair really tight as I'm twisting so that everything stays in place. I don't have to worry about the twist looking really loose and weird. Now the only part I add water to is the very ends of my hair so that they can get a nice coil to them. As you can see, I'm holding my hair just at the end, adding a tiny bit of water, and I'm just going to finger coil this. And this is how the twist turned out. As you can see, it's super long rather than if I were to do this when it was wet. It'd probably be like up to here once it actually dries and everything. I just repeat that process with all the sections of my hair. This process takes a while just because I have a lot of hair. Your twists don't have to be this small. They can really be any size you want. Also, you don't want them to be too big because then they'll get like more puffier and they won't last as long. But it's really up to your preference and what looks best on your hair. When you're doing these twists, you want to make sure that your sections are about the same size. They of course don't have to be perfect, but you want them to be around the same size. If one twist was really skinny and the one right next to it was really big, it's gonna look weird. When I'm doing these front twists, one thing I like to do is just kind of lay my edges a little bit before I start the twist. This makes it so that the ends of my edges are tucked inside of the twist. This just helps my edges stay in place and it makes them easier to do whenever I want to style the twist at a later point. I just kind of swooped it into the area of where I'm going to do this twist. So one technique that I really suggest y'all doing is kind of like twisting the hair that you're about to bring over in the opposite direction and then crossing it over. But basically this is the piece I want to take over and I cross it over to the left. So I'm going to like rotate it towards the right first and then bring it over to the left. So I'll twist it towards the right and then bring it to the left. Right, left, right, left, right, left. And I do that motion down the entire twist. This just makes the twist a lot tighter and more secure. I definitely recommend that you guys do this. So again, twist to the right, bring it over. Twist to the right, bring it over to the left. I finished one half of my head. This is what the twists are looking like so far. They look pretty good. I'm just gonna do the other half off camera. So a few hours passed and I finally finished my twists. Here is what they look like. I'm super happy with how they turned out. So usually when I do mini twists, I leave them in for like 1 to 2 weeks. And it really just depends because each time they last a little bit different. And at night, I just sleep with my scarf on. And if I need to refresh it at any time, I'll just use this mousse. And this is the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Frizz-Free Curl Mousse. And this is what I'll use if I get a bunch of flyaways or whatever. I'll just put the mousse on and then I'll tie my scarf on top of it and leave it for a few minutes. And that usually makes it look a lot better. If you guys like this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss my next video. And thank you guys so much for helping me get to 5K. That was a goal of mine for a long time. And we finally hit it today. The day you're seeing this, it'll be like a few days ago that I hit it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for that and I really appreciate it. So comment down below any other video ideas you have for me and I'll try my best to get those done for y'all. It could be hair related or related to anything and I'll see if I can get it done. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you next week.